Welcome to Sober Barkeep. I'm Brian Anderson, coming to you from Anderson's Guitar Bar here in lovely League City, Texas. Tonight, we're going to take a look at Bear Zero Proof Bourbon Whiskey. This is the third of their products that I've been trying. And quite frankly, I've been hung up on this one for a little while. I tried their gin. Their gin's really cool. It's kind of a cucumber gin, unlike any of the other NA gins out there. Very unique. Their tequila is also very unique, and I like them both. They're both really good. When I got this, in my past, I'm a whiskey aficionado. I loved whiskey. I loved single malts, loved Jack Daniels, and I appreciated good bourbons. This is a bourbon style, non-alcoholic, and I think what I got hung up on was trying to just drink it straight, because that's the way. And let's just have a refresher. Most non-alcoholic spirits are meant to be drank in cocktails. Plain and simple. Very, very, very few of them are really enjoyable from a comparison standpoint to the alcoholic versions, neat or on the rocks. There are a few. There are a couple, two or three out there that I enjoy, either neat or on the rocks. But they're very, very far and few between. Most of these have been created to be used in a cocktail. So we'll keep that in mind as we go through this episode here. I like this company, this Bear Zero Proof. They're really cool. Read up on them. I encourage you to go to their website and read up on them and look at what they're doing. They donate a portion of their proceeds to a very special project in their mind. Go read about it. It's really cool. So let's take a look at this. When you get it, first off, you smell. It's got a very distinct aroma to it right off. And it kind of threw me a little bit when you smell it neat. Definitely has some bourbon characteristics to it. Actually, a lot of bourbon characteristics. Got a lot of smoke, a lot of smoke. When you try it straight up, and this is where I think I got hung up, and I've spent quite a bit. I've had this for quite a while. There's something in there that is just odd. And it took me a long time to figure it out, and I think I finally figured it out. The smoky flavor in this is so overwhelming, it's straight up and neat like this, that I think it kind of masks some of the other cool stuff that's in there. This is very bourbon-esque. And it's got a great burn to it, but there's something in that smoke flavor, I think, that to me is just almost too much, and I would not appreciate this neat or on the rocks. I've tried it both ways. And for some reason, sometimes I just do dumb things. I got hung up on that. And so finally I decided to read the label again and realize this is made for a cocktail. So let's do what it's made for. Let's make a typical old-fashioned. To me, it's kind of standard beer. And that's what I compare stuff to on these episodes and the whiskeys I've done. A lot of times I'll go try and compare each one of these and how they're prepared in an old fashioned, and they turn out different depending on what you got. So the way I like to make an old fashioned is pretty simple. Just I like just a teeny bit of simple syrup, not very much at all, because I'm not a sweet drink fan, especially with whiskey. And bourbon tends to have a little sweetness to it anyway, and this one does. It's got sweetness to it, kind of mimicking what a good bourbon would have. All the bitter, New Orleans. A good old-fashioned has three dashes of this style of bitter. I highly recommend all the bitter New Orleans. All the bitter, just God, what a killer product! All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of top this off in a single old-fashioned glass with a few fingers of the bourbon. Very simple recipe, very classic recipe. Stir this up good to get the bitters incorporated in. That little bit of simple syrup there at the bottom, because you want it to be mixed well. When you do this, first off, it smells right. And this is an amazing, smoky, old-fashioned. One of the things people have been doing lately is actually smoking their whiskey drinks, where they've got a little wooden cap on there that they light and actually infuse smoke. This does it for you. Now, if you don't like real smoky, you may not like this because it's got more smoke than a typical bourbon would have in it. But it's got, and I love real smoky. I loved that with single malt scotches. This really does it for me. When I put it in this elevates this thing up to a 4.5. I'm giving this a 4.5 because when you use it as designed, it makes one hell of a drink, and I really, really, really like it. And just, back to what I was talking about earlier. Any product, if you use it outside it's what it's designed for, it's hit or miss as to whether it's going to be any good or it's going to work. A good product is designed, it tells you what it's designed for, and then when you use it as it's designed, when it shines, that is a quality product. This is a quality product, guys. This is outstanding. It's fantastic. I love it in an old fashioned. I encourage you to give this a shot. This is Bear Zero Proof bourbon, and you like a really smoky, deep down, delicious, flavorful old fashioned. This will do it for you. From Sober Barkeep. Live well and drink smart.